out to a tiny wee village called Crail on the east coast of Scotland, and the main purpose of me doing that was to kind of regain some sort of physical and mental health in a lot of ways, because the tour had really taken out of us, and I did take all my stuff with me, but I didn't expect the writing to actually start happening as quickly as it did, and I ended up writing about that, you know, because I actually can only really write about what's generally what's happening to me and what's happening in my own head, and so I started to write about how that was up there, isolated, trying to, you know, climb back, you know, get back to the way that I was before this whole tour happened, and before things started getting a bit mental, and it's easy to lose sight of everything out when you're out on the road that often. I've never lived on the coast, so for me it was like it's actually quite a powerful thing, you know. It's if it's there all the time, right down the street, and I was taking walks all the time, which was part of the whole regaining physical health thing, and the sea helped that, but it puts you in a different frame of mind. I think it's really difficult to describe the whole impact of the sea without sounding like a hippie, but it's quite a sort of force of nature. It's a force of nature, and it's all over the album, I think, and it affected the way I was writing. It affected, you know, what time of day I was writing, and it was, yeah, helped me sleep at night as well. It was good. She was not the cure for cancer. And all of my questions still ask for answers. I'm kind of obsessive about deleting unwanted or unnecessary emails and texts and things like that, and that kind of basic day-to-day thing extended to eating the same. When I was out there, I was eating the same three meals every day. I was having porridge for breakfast, 2 bits of bacon for lunch, and some sort of rice dish with vegetables in the evening time. And that whole thing about having what I need, because I was able to live on that. That's what I needed. You know, I ate when I was hungry, and I only ate those three different things, and it helps, like, the simpler things, all that stuff in your life is, the easier it is to rifle through your mind and figure out what it is you're doing. I wouldn't call it therapy, but there's definitely, if everything else is, really what matters is just your interaction with humans and being a person. Again, it sounds hippie-ish, but it was like a definite, like, attempt to just see what it's like to be a basic human with not much stuff around me. It's important, you know. I don't think the things that are important about a live show are the things that are important about making records either. So to me, they're two completely separate things. You're playing the same songs, but you're playing them in completely different ways. And for me, you know, the guy that writes and makes albums, if he was to come and play shows with us, he'd be extremely frustrated with the whole thing, because it's too imprecise and it's not perfect, and I've had to give up that whole side of my character in order to just enjoy playing live, because there's never that perfect, like, balance of everything, and you just have to accept that and get on with it. And whereas the studio guy is, like, it's a bit of a control freak, and yeah, so separating them out actually helps deal with it, I guess. I have to say, most other places apart from Scotland, I'll start that again. In most other places in Scotland, the C word doesn't travel that well. It's poorly interpreted. You know, it's not everyone else's fault. It's probably Scotland's fault for making it into what is basically, it's such a varied noun, but it's taken literally elsewhere, and that's one's been the only problem, whereby a couple of lines in the songs could be really badly misconstrued as, like, quite misogynistic and abusive. So yeah, but apart from that, I don't know. It's not really been. It's in most places it actually works to our advantage because the old charm just kicks in, doesn't it? But it's aye, no, I wouldn't say apart from the swearies, most people are kind of into the accent. It's all right.